As you'll see, I give this one a bit of a run over the weekend and got hold of a nice Barra on him in this next clip. But anyway, if anyone else has got any ideas on improvements or ways to make them a bit better, by all means chuck a comment in the comment section, it'd be appreciated. But yeah, cheers for watching. A bit more detail on it, we'll go in and stick it to the board. Just want to go over the top of him. Oh, yep. Nice one on the new weedless. So in this episode I'm going to actually go through and revamp these weedless swim baits I made last year. You can see how I made them here in episode 1, making a weedless swim bait. Starting to take shape. A bit of a slow process, but we'll get there. Just the hook. They worked pretty well, so what I want to do is just do a few small alterations to them. I plan on taking them over to Canada this year and hopefully possibly catching a couple of big largemouth bass on them. And actually they were just a really good lure, so I originally made the first one to see how it went. And now I want to add a bit more detail. I want to add some scale patterns to it, some more detail to the head, some eyes and some gill rakes. And I want to make that head a bit fatter so that I can get these twist locks in there a bit better and they actually stay in. I want to get a self-centering pin on it, but I just want to make it a bit more detailed. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to fish them for Barra this year, but the idea is really to take it to Canada this year and hopefully get a big largemouth bass on it. If you guys have got any other ideas that I can do to it to make it better, by all means send me a message please, or write a comment on the video. But yeah, really looking forward to getting it over to Canada this year and hopefully getting hold of a big largemouth on one. Right, I'll mix up this polyurethane for this paw. What do we got? We just got under 50, so I want 100 ml. It's pretty, goes off pretty quick, this stuff. So that's one of the original lures out of the mold. This is the mold over here. So I want to make a copy that I can actually start working on and change a little bit. I'll fill this up. Hopefully that goes off pretty quickly. It's pretty fast curing stuff this, so I'd imagine it'll go off pretty quick. That end's just sitting down a bit. So yeah, I want to so this was the original one I made, original rib lure for these big owner beast hooks. I actually want to do a little bit more detail on this one, some scales, some eyes. I'm going to take this over to Canada and fish it for bass, and then I want to just tidy it up a bit. I was pretty happy with how it worked. So now I'm going to actually put a bit more detail on it, so to speak. Although we've moulded up that one out of the polyurethane, we'll go out and sand him up a bit, and we'll start working on doing a few changes to him. Right, I want to put some details on this paddle tail now. I'm going to hand draw these fin markings freehand. Glue those two fin plates on there, I'll grind them down after. Right, that pillar's gone rock hard now, look at that. Right, we've got the gill plate on there, we've got these little slots in there, just to give the tail a bit more lifelike appearance. We're going to put some scales on him now. Right, I want to try and get these scale pattern on this, so I've found this old mesh bag at the recycle shop. I'm going to attempt to stick these onto the fish. Alright, so I've cut that out roughly to that shape there. Right, we'll trim that up shortly, so I'll cut all that off, cut that excess off, and we'll drill the holes out for the eyes. Righto, I'm going to give it a first undercoat with this primer putty. It'll help stick on a few more of these scales. You can see there, that's not stuck on, so you can generally push it on and it sort of sets. We'll let this go off and then we can clean it up a bit. There's a few areas that need a little bit of work. It's still a bit messy around the head there. You can see those little slots, probably need to put a couple more in there. Drill the eye holes in. Yeah, this is looking a bit rough, but yeah, it'll come up pretty well. But we'll let this dry. Righto, we've got the final undercoat on this. It's come up pretty good. Got the self-centering pinhole, a bit more detail on it. We'll go in and stick it to the board. We're going to get a couple more undercoats on it, then a top coat, and she's ready to pour. With a bit of luck, it's going to come up pretty smick. Righto, she's all ready to pour the silicone in now. We'll get this one filled up. Just want to go over the top of him. Righto, these are a few of the finished ones out of that new mould. As you can see, it's got the eye slot on it, the self-centering pinhole. Yeah, you can just see they come out a lot better. They got a lot more detail on them. Got that nice detail on the fins, the eyes. So like I said, hopefully we can tangle with a few big largemouth bass on these, but I will be using them for Barra, as you'll see in this next clip. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but just trying a few different things. You can see how that self-centering pin now is real easy to get in there. I'll just do this one up. I've actually done a few of these beast hooks with a bit of fluoro paint too, lead paint on the bottom of them. It's really easy lining up the hooks too, because you can line it up with the rib cage. So I can see that that one's got to go right in between those two. Just put him through the middle there. And they just come out, yeah, they're really good. I'm making them out of a bit softer plastic this time around too, so that collapses a bit better. I got a bit of feedback that the hookups weren't real good on a few that I'd given away to people. But hopefully with this softer plastic, and I've recessed the slot a bit further up into the body, they'll collapse a lot easier now when a big barra or bass bites them. But I think having this softer plastic will be a lot better. But I'm really happy with the detail in them now, and yeah, I mainly did this for my Canada trip this year, like I said, so I can hopefully find a few big largemouth bass on them. But I'm really stoked with how they come out. As you'll see, I give this one a bit of a run over the weekend and got hold of a nice barra on him in this next clip. But anyway, if anyone else has got any ideas on improvements or ways to make them a bit better, by all means chuck a comment in the comment section. It'd be appreciated. But yeah, cheers for watching. Water looks good. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Smashed it. The goldfish. On the new weedless. Oh, you fucking... Beautiful. That's what I wanted, a bit of footage. This new lure. Right in the corner. Oh, he's only just hanging on there too.